The Catholic Church celebrates the birth of the Blessed Virgin Mary on the traditional fixed date of September 8, 9 months after the December 8th celebration of her Immaculate Conception as the child of Saints Joachim and Anne. The circumstances of the Virgin Mary's infancy and early life are not directly recorded in the Bible, but it is recorded in other documents and traditions describing the events of her birth and cited by some of the earliest Christian writers from the first centuries of the Church. Her nativity is a cause for great joy, as it is considered the dawn of our salvation, as Pope Paul wrote in the document. Mary's nativity is found in the Apocrypha, principally in the book Proto-Evangelium of James. The Gospel of James is a 2nd century infancy gospel telling of the miraculous conception of the Virgin Mary, her upbringing and marriage to Saint Joseph, the journey of the couple of Bethlehem, the birth of Jesus, and the events immediately following. This has been dated by historians prior to 200 AD. This book gives us a detailed account of the birth of Mary, which begins in the 5th chapter and even gives a detailed conversation between Mary's mother Saint Anne and midwife. The Proto-Evangelium of James, which was probably put into its final written form in the early 2nd century, describes Mary's father Joachim as a wealthy member of one of the 12 tribes of Israel. Joachim was deeply grieved along with his wife Anne by their childlessness. They both were looking up to Abraham, to whom God promised a son, and hoping they would get a child too. The early Christian writing says that in the last day God gave him a son, Isaac. Joachim and Anne began to devote themselves extensively and rigorously to prayer and fasting, initially wondering whether their inability to conceive a child might signify God's displeasure with them. As it turned out, however, the couple were to be blessed even more abundantly than Abraham and Sarah, as an angel revealed to Anne where he appeared to her and prophesied that all generations would honor their future child. The angel said, "The Lord has heard your prayer, and you shall conceive and shall bring forth, and your seed shall be spoken of in all the world." After Mary's birth, according to the Proto-Evangelium of James, Anne made a sanctuary in the infant girl's room and allowed nothing common or unclean on account of the special holiness of the child. The same writings records that when she was 1 year old, her father made a great feast and invited the priests and the scribes and the elders and all the people of Israel. And Joachim brought the child to the priests. The account continues, "And they blessed her, saying, O God of our fathers, bless this child, and give her an everlasting name to be named in all generations. And he brought her to the chief priests, and they blessed her, saying, O God most high, look upon this child, and bless her with the utmost blessing, which shall be forever." This is the birth history of our Mother of God, who is our love and hope